I've always said, dude, that Jonathan Davis needs to do a fucking death metal album. He's
Yeah.
got the vocals for it. I don't know why he hasn't. You know what I mean? Like, do a solo project and just do a death metal. You know what I mean? Because holy
Right.
shit, can that man growl?
Man, I went into this album completely blind, bro. This album for me, I didn't know one song on this album
Hmm.
because I don't know much of Deftones. And going into this album not knowing shit, I came out of it blown the fuck away. So,
Yes. Yes, that's what we want to fucking hear, dude. That's what I was
yeah,
hoping to hear.
yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Riffs Reloaded, where we talk about all things hard rock, heavy metal, glam metal, thrash metal, all kinds of metal up in here, and we welcome you to the broadcast. I am, of course, your host, Nick, and on the other side there is my brother, Willie. Willie, say hi to the audience, bruh.
Hello, y'all. How y'all doing? What's up, Nick?
What's going on, dude? So we are in for a treat today, man. We just wrapped up our complete career of Amon Amarth. So if you haven't already checked that out, it's now in the archives. So please do us a favor and go watch those episodes. There was a 4-part series we did on the entire discography of Amon Amarth, all the way from the beginning up until their latest album that they released. And it was really fun to go back and listen to the beginnings of Amon Amarth compared to where they're at now. And something similar that we have on the shelf for today, and that is going to be the debut albums, the battle of debut albums between two of the most prolific bands in the nu metal genre. We are, of course, talking about Korn, and we are talking about Deftones. This one should be a banger of a show. Both bands are very influential in the genre, very influential in music, period, whether it's alternative metal, nu metal, whatever you want to call it. And both bands are still going strong to this day. So this is going to be very interesting to go back and listen to the origins of both of these two bands. Willie, before we get into the nuts and bolts of it, what'd you think of revisiting both Korn and Deftones debuts?
Very, very interesting, bro. So I've heard Korn's debut album a while back, and don't really remember. So this was a good refresher. However, I have never heard the debut album for Deftones, so this was a first for me.
Hell yeah, dude. What's your overall take on both bands?
I mean, growing up, I actually did not like Korn at all.
Hmm.
I didn't like the way the fucking bass sounded. I just didn't, it wasn't for me. And then growing up, it kind of grew on me, and I found the appreciation for them. So going back and listening to them, with, you know, a different lens, I enjoyed this album. And then for Deftones, you know, I've heard songs here and there, but I was never a big Deftones fan either. Not that I didn't like them, I just really didn't know them. So it was very, very nice to go back and listen to a complete album of theirs.
Yeah, man. For me, both of these bands were definitely prolific in the music scene as I was growing up. Um, I remember stumbling across both of these bands at a very young age, right around the same time that both of these albums came out. And I gotta say that I'm a closet fan of both bands. I've seen Korn, I have yet to see Deftones, and I want to knock that off my bucket list. I didn't appreciate Deftones as much until I got a little bit older, which is just kind of shameful on my part that it took me so long to really enjoy Deftones. Don't get me wrong; they had songs that I dug, songs that I liked, but as a whole, it took me a while to get into them, and glad that I did. Better late than never, I guess. But I have definitely been more of a Deftone fans over the last some odd years. But yeah, man, this episode should be fun. I can't wait to bang this one out. And for all of you out there in YouTube or Spotify land, let us know in the comments below what you think of this episode. What do you think of the debuts of both bands, Korn and Deftones? What's your favorite songs, your least favorite songs? And hit us up with some ideas. We love doing these Battle of the Debut albums, so hit us up with some ideas over there in the comments and let us know what you think. We're also on X and we're also on Instagram, right there at Riffs Reloaded. You can't miss us. So please do us a favor and drop us a follow, drop us a like, drop us a comment, and most importantly, share it to everybody that you know. This broadcast and our social media feeds. We do very much appreciate all the support. So, Willie, before we jump into both bands here, I wanted to get your take on something. There was a massive tour announcement that was just dropped today, a North American tour with Behemoth headlining, with Deicide, Rotting Christ, and Immolation. Holy fuck, what a fucking package of a tour that is. Unfortunately for me, they are skipping over Vegas. No fucking surprise there. Most of these tours do, but they are dropping in your neck of the woods in May. Are you gonna make your way out to see these bands in this badass fucking tour?
Unless something personal comes up, I don't see why I would miss it.
What a bill, though, dude.
Yep.
That's the so far that's the best underground metal bill that we've had as far as a tour goes in the United States. That's been announced for 2026 so far.
And the tour is hitting several cities, not just like a couple here and there. It's like a full blown tour.
Yep, except for Vegas.
Yep.
Gotta love it, fucking assholes. Even they know not to come here. I was talking with the wife earlier today, and we might take the trip up to see them in Salt Lake City in April. We might do that. So fingers crossed that we could pull something out and be able to make it up there for that. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's a hell of a tour, man. I would love to see that. I've seen all bands on this tour, but to see them all together on one show would be a fucking treat, dude. I really hope we can make that happen.
Yeah,
But yeah,
man.
just wanted to touch on that was something that dropped today. Some pretty big tour news. So with that, let's segue into the topic of today's show. We are going to start off with Korn, the almighty Korn, and the debut album from Korn called Korn. And Willie, we kind of touched on at the beginning of the show on how you think of both bands. Specifically, before we get into the track by track breakdown, what was your overall feeling of this album when you went back? You said you heard it a long time ago, but you went back recently and rediscovered it. What's your overall feeling of it? And then we'll get track by track.
Overall, I thought it was a decent debut from Korn. It really told us who Korn was, and we'll get into that reason when we go track by track. But overall, I dug the album. There were some hits and there was some misses as well, which I will get into once we get into it. But overall, it was a solid debut.
Yeah, this was very groundbreaking at the time too, because you're coming off of this album came out in October of 1994, and you got to think about at the landscape at that time. You were coming off of the whole hair metal thing just a few years back. The whole grunge scene was starting to fade out a little bit, and now all of a sudden you have this new metal wave coming in with this brand new style, this brand new sound, and this brand new band called Korn just came out of nowhere essentially and kind of took the world by storm. And then other sequential bands, came along afterwards in the same genre. But Korn are definitely probably the grandfathers, the forefathers of the new metal genre. So they definitely deserve the respect in that aspect as well. But yeah, man, let's get right into it, dude. We're jumping into track number 1. Coming in at 4 minutes and 19 seconds, we have the classic Blind. Willie, what'd you think?
I mean, everyone has to know this, man. It's the classic Korn song. Great opener as well. I think it was a good opener for this album. Good opener to show Korn who they were and what they're about. And it's still as popular as ever, man. This song will never get old, and it'll never die, bro. It's a very I don't know if this was the first Korn song I ever heard or not, but it's definitely one of the few first Korn songs that I've ever heard.
Yeah, I think you're not alone there. I think a lot of people, when they think of Korn, they probably come across this song as the first song they ever heard from them. At least people from my generation and then your generation coming up afterwards. But yeah, dude, like this song is fucking incredible. It's a classic song. Definitely a great fucking opener to this album too. The whole fucking bass into that fucking heavy ass riff into the fucking drums, and then you got Jonathan Davis. Oh, I mean, it's
Yep.
right off the bat, dude. It's in your fucking face. A great fucking pit song. They still play it to this day on their live shows as they should. But yeah, man, I agree, dude. This is a hell of an opener to a band, to an album, and then to introduce us to a brand new band right off the bat, dude. Blind just takes a cake on that aspect.
Hell yeah, bro.
Track number 2, we have Ball Tongue coming in at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Willie, what'd you think of Ball Tongue?
I fucking love this fucking song, bro. This song is so good. The riff is fun. It's a headbanging song. It's aggressive, and it's you heard Blind, you're like, this is pretty like it fucking goes, right? And then you hear this song, you're like, oh fuck, this one fucking hits even harder. All right, but yeah,
Yeah.
great fucking song.
Yeah, dude, I agree, man. It's a one-two punch right to the
Yep.
face, right off the bat. Fucking one thing I will say about both bands too is that both Chino and Jonathan from Deftones and Korn, very angry
Yeah.
young men. at this time. I mean, the lyrics and the fucking vocal styles, the aggression that both men
Yeah,
brought was pretty goddamn aggressive, pretty
yeah,
angry. But yeah, dude, fucking ball tongue man. Again, Jonathan Davis can't miss, dude. He's in your fucking face with his shit, and then you
mm-hmm.
got the band to back it up, man. A great fucking second track off the debut album for Korn. I will agree with you on that.
Yep.
Track number 3, 4 minutes and 2 seconds. We have Need To. Willie, what'd you think?
Fucking another banger, bro. Like 1, 2, and 3 just keep pumping them out. I like this song a lot, man. I like how loud the bass is, which is funny because I mentioned that I didn't like the bass growing up.
Yep.
But in this song, I was like, oh shit, I can hear everything that he's fucking doing in this
Yep.
song. I was like, I really like what the fuck they're giving. But I mean, aggressive again. You just can't go wrong with the song. Another banger.
Yeah, I agree. And one other thing that I wanted to touch on too that you just mentioned is about the bass. The bassists for both bands, dude, are fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And I would say that fucking Fieldy with Korn, his bass style was completely different than any other
Hmm.
band at that time. You know, it was more of like I don't even know how to describe it. Like his playing,
It's a slap.
yeah, it's a slap, but it's like
Hmm.
it's not like funk. It's not funky, but it's like it's got something to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're hearing two different aspects of it. You're hearing the fucking slap part, and then you're actually hearing the lines that he's playing. You know, in the songs, and
Yeah.
it's fucking pretty badass, dude. And I love the whole rhythm section of both bands too. The
Hmm.
sound of the drums are fucking incredible on both bands. The fucking bass parts on both bands on both debut albums were fucking
Yeah.
incredible. I mean, hats off, man, because that's something that we don't hear nowadays. A lot of with these new
No.
bands is you don't hear. Not only do you not hear the instruments by themselves in certain aspects of the song, but you just everything's just overly clouded. It's just too compressed, too compact. It all just sounds the same. Back then, you know, in the early to mid '90s, you've got these bands out here trying to make it, man, and you can fucking hear every little part, every little
Hmm.
piece that they're playing, dude. Mad fucking respect to these guys for doing what they did. And yeah, dude, commenting on track 3, Need To from Korn. I agree, man. The fucking bass was really good. The drums, it's a common theme so far throughout this album. And the song had a really good fucking groove to it, too. I
Yeah, it
really
did.
enjoyed this fucking song as well. Track 4, we're going to take us to 4 minutes and 35 seconds of Clown. Now, this one, Willie, is right up there with Blind that everybody knows Clown.
Yeah. This song, the chorus is fucking fun, man.
Yep.
Chorus is very fun. It gives me so this one gives me what you mentioned in the opening that this is coming right off after the whole grunge style, right? This song gives me a little bit of grunge, bro. Just
Yeah.
a little bit. I could see the grunge part in this song, and I fucking dig it, man. It's a great song.
Yeah, it is a great song. The lyrics too to this song, which is a common theme throughout this album, is very dark, very kind of makes you feel uncomfortable a little bit. But yeah, man, it's a good fucking song. Again, dude, you got the first 4 songs off this record are coming out swinging.
Yep.
What more can you ask for from a debut album from a band that's pretty much creating a whole new fucking genre of metal too at the same time?
Yep.
But yeah, man, Clown, you can't go wrong with it. Everybody should know Clown just like they should know Blind. Track number 5, we have Divine at 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Did you know, little trivia note here, I don't know if he played on it, but Robert Trujillo, the bassist of Metallica, he had a part in this song, and it escapes me if he played the bass on this song or if he had like helped write the song. I can't remember, but he does have a part in this song. But what'd you think of track number 5, Willie Divine?
Man, another fun fucking song, man. I love how bouncy the riff is. And you just can't help but not to move to the song. I think the guitar, bass, and drums are so tight too. And I want to mention something on the drums, however, something I don't like about this album is the way that the snare sounds. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
I'm completely opposite with you, dude. I love the
Interesting.
fucking snare. I just love how it has its own distinct sound, but it doesn't have that fucking hitting the garbage pail like fucking Metallica did on Saint Anger.
I was
But
gonna
but
say
it's not
that.
it's not quite there. You know, it's not quite too trash can sounding. It's just got enough like hollowness to it that it really resonates with the fucking. Because I mean, the songs themselves are really bass driven and really like
Yeah.
down tuned guitars, really heavy. You know, and the drums, especially the snare, I think really elevates that, and you can really hear the snap of that snare over all the other instruments, and I really fucking dig that.
I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. I so it almost has a Sepultura sound to it, which
Hmm.
I love their fucking snare. If they would have like tweaked it just a little bit, I would have fucking dug it. But there's like the back tone of it after he hits it, it just doesn't ring right for me, and it kind of whatever. But anyways, this song is a fucking great song as well.
Well, it's funny that you bring up Sepultura because the producer of this album, Ross Robinson, went on and did some producing for Sepultura as well later on in Sepultura's career. He also had a hand in Deftones, and he had a hand in a bunch of other fucking bands too.
There you go.
So Ross Robinson is definitely the other co-founder of the new metal genre
There
as
you
well.
go.
But yeah, man, track number 5, dude. It's a really good song. It's a good pit song too, dude.
Yeah, it is.
It stays heavy. I really enjoy this, and 2 minutes and 52 seconds, I think, is a perfect fucking time for this song too. It hits you just enough, and then it moves on to something else. I dig that.
Absolutely.
All right, track number 6. This one is where we kind of get a little bit tricky, okay?
Yeah.
Because YouTube likes to take things out of context and likes to take things that you say and kind of twist them for you.
Yeah.
The name of the song is Faget. I'll let you use your imagination to that. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in the First Amendment, but because of strike policies that I really don't want to get on this channel, I'm not going to say the word. But Willie, track number 6, 5 minutes and 50 seconds. What'd you think?
Oh man, I'm not a huge fan of this song. Got to be honest with you. It just feels like a weird trauma song, and I really can't get behind it. To be honest with you.
Yep, I agree with you. The lyrics are deep as fuck. They really
Yeah.
are deep as fuck.
Yeah.
The song itself is okay. I think 5 minutes and 50 seconds is a little too long for this song. It could have been
Yes.
trimmed down probably a minute and a half, maybe even 2 minutes. It is what it is. I think it's a good part in the album where it's at, track number 6, kind of a let me up a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely so far we've had 5 songs right off the bat. This one kind of like creeps in and says, okay, maybe get up, take a piss, go grab a
Yeah.
beer, whatever you need to do. But yeah, not my favorite so far on this record. Track 7, again, another classic, another song that every Korn fan knows.
Yeah.
Every new Korn fan should know. We have 5 minutes and 22 seconds. We have Chutes and Ladders. What'd you think?
I mean, just if you didn't know this band and you never heard anything from them, when track 7 comes on and you hear the fucking bagpipes, what the fuck am I listening to? You're like,
Yeah.
where's it taking me now? It's just so like random,
Mm-hmm.
but like now if it works, right? Because
Yeah.
now we all know Korn. But if you didn't know Korn, you're like, oh, this is really different, really
Right.
different. But I mean, the song is a classic. It's an okay song for me. It's not one of my go tos, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree too. It's a classic song from the band. Is it one of my favorites? Not really. But again, the fucking drums are fucking amazing on this song. The fucking bagpipes coming in at the beginning is really fucking different and really cool too. But yeah, man, fucking Jonathan Davis, dude, and his fucking lyric writings. It's
Yeah.
like you can tell. It's like whatever happened to you, bro. I am so sorry it happened to you, dude.
Yeah.
Because goddamn, dude, are you getting into some shit here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a classic Korn song. Everybody knows this song, and if you don't know this song, go out of your way to listen to it. You definitely won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
Track number 8, 4 minutes and 32 seconds. We have Predictable. Willie, what you think?
It was an okay song. I think it was a good placement for the song. It was really nothing too crazy for me. So after the first 5 songs, I think this album for me takes a bit of a downhill, and I think this song is a kind of it tries to pick back up, but I was hoping for more. I was hoping for a little bit more.
Yeah, in my notes here, I've got that this song definitely has a different guitar so far than we've heard in other tracks on this album. It was an okay song. Is it something I'm going to go back and listen to again? No.
No.
A little too long again, in my opinion. They could have
Yeah.
shaved about 30 seconds off this song. But yeah, it is what it is, Track number 8, it's a good placement for the song, but yeah, it's a hit
Yeah.
or miss for me. Track number 9, we have Fake, 4 minutes and 51 seconds, Willie.
So I wrote down that's a good song. Again, vocals really shine in the song, but other than the vocals, nothing else stands out to me.
Yeah. I got a good chorus in this song. pretty heavy in spots. But yeah, again, it's a song that I'll probably just skip right over. Probably won't go back and
Yeah.
listen to again. But that leads us to track number 10. I want to see if you and I have the same opinion on this song. Coming in at 3 minutes and 22 seconds, we have Lies. What'd you think?
So I put a okay song. I don't have anything bad to say about it, but yeah, I have nothing memorable either. That's how I feel about it.
Okay. For me, it's probably my favorite track on the album.
Okay.
Little spoiler. I mean, it's easy to pick Clown or Blind, you know what I mean? Because, everybody knows those songs. I kind of wanted to go a bit of a different route.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite song on this record is track 10, Lies. It's a very good, heavy song. The vocals are fucking intense. When you have that fucking growl in the background with him
Yeah.
fucking singing over it, it's like, holy
That
shit.
was different.
I've always said, dude, that Jonathan Davis needs to do a fucking death metal album. He's
Yeah.
got the vocals for it. I don't know why he hasn't. You know what I mean? Like, do a solo project and just do a death metal. You know what I mean? Because holy
Right.
shit, can that man growl? But that was
Yes.
fucking incredible, dude. When you got that fucking growl in the background, Jonathan Davis singing over it, it was really fucking heavy, dude. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed that fucking song at track 10, dude. I really dig it. And that's definitely a song that I would go back and listen to out of
Hell
my way
yeah.
again. It's a song they should play live too, fuckers.
Right.
Track number 11, we have Helmet in the Bush at 4 minutes and 2 seconds. First of all, what the fuck is Helmet in the Bush?
I guess someone lost their helmet in a bush. I don't know, bro.
Well, I can tell you what it is, but I don't think it's appropriate for YouTube. So just use your fucking imagination. But anyway, what'd you think?
This is industrial sounding as fuck.
Yeah.
This one I felt like it was like Ministry, Korn, maybe like a White Zombie type. It was a very industrial sound, and I thought the sound was fucking. It sounded cool as fuck, and that's all I kept thinking was like, this is a different song from the entire album.
Yeah, it was, and it's probably the song that I had like a hardest time getting into
Yeah,
myself personally. It was a little too different from the rest of the album.
it
And I'm
is.
not saying that every song should follow the formula and every song should sound the same, but I don't think you should go as far out in the left field as this one did, in my
Yeah,
opinion. It kind of like left me like, and I listened to it once and I'm like, yeah, I probably wouldn't go back and listen to this one again.
yep.
Probably a miss on the album for me. Track number 12. This one is kind of confusing because it says it's a 17 minutes and 31-second song. It is not actually. There's a hidden track, so to speak, on the song. But you want to talk about issues, bro? You want to talk about a
Yes.
song that's like, what the fuck? We have Daddy. We have Daddy coming in at 17 minutes and 31 seconds. Talk about some fucked up lyrics, bro. What'd you think?
Um, Definitely a traumatic experience that he put into a fucking song for some weird fucking reason. It's a weird fucking song. It's long. It's weird. I don't like it. Yeah. I probably would never go back and listen to this fucking song again.
Right, right. Definitely deep lyrics. It was a weird closer as well.
Yeah.
Um, Again, if you guys have been around this channel for a number of times now watching our videos, you know how much of a fan I am of closing and opening songs on a record. This one was kind of a miss for me. Not so much because of what the lyrics entitled,
Yeah.
but it was just the song itself. I don't think lends itself to be a closer. This
No.
maybe could have been like, have an actual true closer of a song, and then maybe
Mm-hmm.
have Daddy as like the hidden track later on. You know what I mean? In
Yep.
that same track, if that makes sense.
I agree.
But yeah, it definitely was a miss as a closer for me. Really wasn't a big fan of it. But I mean, there's definitely some shit in this song,
Yeah,
to
there's.
say the least. But yeah, man, that wraps up Korn's debut album from 1994. Overall, we already talked on that aspect of it. What was your favorite song on the record?
I think my favorite is track number 2, bro. Ball Tongue.
Okay, why?
Yeah. It's just I don't know what it is, man. Once that fucking riff starts hitting, it doesn't stop. It goes, and it's a very aggressive, loud song. And I think it's the most aggressive on the album. And for me, it's shined through over all the other songs.
I love that. I love that. And I love your little demonstration there, too, that when the song kicked in, like you're riding a pony. You were
I
like,
know.
least favorite song on the record?
It has to be track 10 or 12, Daddy.
Yeah, I think for me, track 11, "Helmet in the Bush," is probably my least favorite on the album.
Really?
Um, "Daddy" would be a close second, but there's something about that song that just pissed me off when I was listening to it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta skip over this motherfucker, dude. But
Fair.
yeah, man, a pretty strong showing, right out the gate for Korn, dude, on their debut album.
Yeah.
Really was a lot more hits than misses for sure.
Um, I wanna. I think I have the opposite opinion. I think after track number five, after the Divine, it was a big letdown for me. And I think the only hits for me was the first five songs, and then the rest I probably wouldn't go back and listen to.
So
Honestly,
you really don't like my track 10 song "Lies," huh?
I mean, like I said, I have nothing bad to say about it, but I it was hard to remember it. So
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. To each their own. But yeah, man. So that wraps up Korn, and now we're gonna move over to Deftones and talk about their debut album. But before we do, I just want to say thank you all so much for your support so far through this journey that we've been on here on Riffs Reloaded. We want to remind you guys that we are on YouTube, we are on Spotify, we are on X, and we are on Instagram. So please do us a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, and hit that comment button, and let us know below what you think of the episode. What do you think of all the past episodes? Give us a thumbs up on YouTube for them. We would much appreciate it. And spread the word, spread the love out there to everybody that you know, and let them know that you can find all things hard rock, heavy metal right here on this channel, Riffs Reloaded, with your hosts, Nick and Willie. We much appreciate it. All right, man. We're going now to October 3rd, 1995, the debut of another huge metal giant in the world of new metal. We are talking about Deftones, and we are talking about their debut album, Adrenaline. Willie, before we get track by track, man, what'd you think?
man, I went into this album completely blind, bro. I did not
That was Corn.
know.
That was Corn.
Oh,
Corn was blind.
fuck. That's right. Sorry. This album for me, I didn't know one song on this album because I don't know much of Deftones. And going into this album not knowing shit, I came out of it blown the fuck away. So
Yes. Yes, that's what we want to fucking hear, dude. That's what I was
yeah,
hoping to hear.
yeah,
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I gotta say that, as I said in the beginning of this episode, Deftones kind of grew on me. I knew of Deftones. I listened to Deftones, but I didn't go out of my way to like really pay attention to Deftones until later on in life. And now that I'm older, I'm glad that I did. But I definitely remember when this album came out. I definitely remember when some of these tracks were being played on the radio, and they were just like Korn, dude. They were blowing the shit up, man, and they were doing things their way. And yeah, dude, it was a very fucking good record to go back and listen to as well. And I will say, right off the bat, that I want to say rest in peace to their founding bassist, Chi Chang, who died of cardiac arrest after a car accident in 2013. May your music ever live on, dude. May your fucking legacy ever live on, dude, because you were one hell of a fucking bassist, man. And the world lost a fucking true giant when you got taken away from us way too fucking soon.
yeah.
The reason why I mentioned that, man, is because his fucking bass playing in this fucking album is fucking incredible.
It
Some
is.
very memorable fucking bass lines in this album. And let's get right into it, dude. We got track number one, 4 minutes and 6 seconds. Brother, we have Bored.
Fuck, man. I think this is a banger to open this fucking album, man. Just like Korn, we didn't know who the fuck this band was, right? And they came out with a fucking banger of a first song of their first ever, right? Great song. The drum sounds amazing. I love the way the drums sound. The snare for me, this is my snare. I love the fucking way that the snare fucking sounds, bro. The riff is great. It's a great opener. Can't say anything bad.
Yep. I love Bored, bro. I was anything but bored listening to this song.
Yep.
This is one of the songs that I knew of Deftones way, way, way back when this album first came out. I love this fucking track, dude. Again, it's a great fucking opener. It's heavy as shit. The fucking lyrics are fun, dude. His Chino Moreno's fucking voice too, man. He's a hell of a
Yeah.
fucking front man, dude. He can go fucking
Dude.
like the little monotone. He can go highs. He can do like the fucking yell, the screams. I mean, the dude can do it all, dude. And track number one, Bored, coming right out the gate, just like Korn did with fucking Blind, bro. They
Yep.
kicked that fucking door in and said, "Pay the fuck attention to us."
Yep. Absolutely, bro.
We got track two, 4 minutes and 4 seconds. We have Minus Blindfold, man. What'd you think?
Man, another fun song. The chorus is aggressive, which I fucking loved. I think the chorus shined through for me the most in this song. I think it was a great follow up to Bored, honestly.
Yep, I do too. I got it as well here that it was really good chorus, really good groove to this song. I found myself again, bobbing my fucking head to this shit. And as long as I could bob my head, then you got me hooked. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So they did a good job on that. Track three, 4 minutes and 29 seconds. We have 1 week. What you think?
Man, this riff is fucking groovy, man. And the vocals in this song, I think, I think the first two songs, yes, his vocals were like great, and in this song, it really showed like more of his range,
Yeah.
and it really caught my eye.
Yep.
Chino, yeah, Chino, he caught my eye in this song.
Yep, for sure. The bass line at the beginning of the song is fucking awesome too.
Yeah.
Lyrics are fucking deep. It's got a really good chorus to it. They just keep the train rolling, dude.
They
Three
do.
tracks into this album, just like Korn, man. It's just like boom, boom, boom. Let's fucking knock your ass out.
Yep.
Track number four, 4 minutes and 26 seconds. We have Nosebleed, man.
Man, this song starts right away, and I
Yep.
love it. I love how quick the song starts. It gives you no room to guess where it's going. It just fucking goes. Great opening riff with the drums too.
Yep.
And again, the vocals are very aggressive in this one. It's a headbanging song, bro.
Yep. And I know you can't see it, but on my little notes here that I have written for this album, right here, dude, I said great opening riff and the drums that kick it right off. Same thing
There you
you
go.
just said.
Yep.
The lyrics are a bit fucked. The lyrics are, kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this song is fun as fuck, though, dude. It's
It
a
is.
fun as fuck song. I
Yep.
really enjoy this song. This is up there for contender for me for song of the album too, by the
All
way.
right. All right.
Really enjoyed this fucking song. That takes us in to track number 5 at 4 minutes and 43 seconds. We have Lifter. Willie, what you think?
Man, the ball just keeps rolling, man. I fucking love this song, bro. It's a great riff. The bridge and chorus is fun. I love the minor chords. It gives a different feel from the first four songs. It kind of gives a more underground feeling, not so like upbeat, which I fucking love. But yeah, another great song.
So again, folks, I know it's kind of hard to see on the little camera here, but I have written here on my notes on track number 6 that we're talking about, or track 5, Lifter. Same thing you said, Willie. I said really good, keeps the ball rolling. The same shit you just said. The riffs, man, with the rhythm of the band, dude, the fucking drums,
Yeah.
the bass, everything, dude. You can't say anything bad about this song, man. It is so fucking fun. And again, it's another one of those where I was bobbing my fucking head to it, dude.
Yep.
Really getting into it, man. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. Track 6, 3 minutes and 41 seconds. We have Root. What'd you think?
Oh man, so this one threw me for a loop, bro. In a good way. In a fucking good way. What a fucking banger this fucking song is. I was not expecting this song at all. Not one bit. The fucking tone and the riff is everything in the song, man. It just completely like transforms what this album is, and now you're on like a different fucking planet. I never heard this song, and for me, it's an instant classic, and definitely one I'll be back to listen to. Easy.
I am very, very happy to hear that, dude, because I got it written in my notes that this is a different guitar so far on this album, for the better, and it's a very fucking fun song, dude. I cannot say anything more about it than you just said, and I have a star next to it as well because it's a contender for song of the album for me too, dude.
Same. Yep.
I love this fucking song.
Yep.
With that said, let's go to track 7. 3 minutes and 44 seconds. We have 7 words. And about 7 words, Willie, what'd you think?
Great song. Energy. It would sound good live. That's what I wrote.
Really? Because for me, it's very different song. I'll say
Yeah.
that. It's hard for me to get into this song.
Okay.
I remember this song, listening to this album fucking 25 years ago, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I do remember it well. It was hard for me to get into it then. It's hard for me to get into it now. I actually went back and listened to this album 3 times, and I listened to this song 4 times.
Yeah.
It's still hard for me to get into it. I don't know what it is. Maybe just the way that the songs were like kicking ass, boom, 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 and then we got this
Yeah.
really out of left field song, kind of like how Korn did. Out of nowhere, they had
Yeah.
fucking Helmet in the Bush.
Yeah.
This is what this song felt to me too. In this album, it was like way too far out there. You know what I mean? For me,
I wonder if it's because you grew up listening to the song, and you have that image all, you know. And for me, this was the first time I ever heard the song, so I
Hmm.
was like, okay, this is fucking groovy, whatever. But I think for you, you just grew up with it, and you're like, it never worked in the past, it's not gonna work now.
I can see that perspective, but on the flip side too, I haven't listened to this album or this song in probably 20 fucking years.
Yeah,
So going back onto it, when I looked at the track listing, I couldn't remember the song. And like you told me 7 words, I
yeah,
couldn't tell you how the song started, how it went. So like going
okay,
back and listening to this album again was almost like a re-listening to all over again.
yeah,
It wasn't until like the first 30 seconds into it, I was like, oh, now I kind of remember. And I gave it a shot.
okay,
I mean, I listened to it 4 fucking times.
yeah,
But I don't know, dude. I just can't get into this one for whatever the fuck
okay,
reason.
that's fair.
But that takes us over to track 8, 4 minutes and 18 seconds. We have Birthmark, man. What'd you think of the Birthmark?
So this was the first song where I said it was an okay song. It's nothing bad. It still works. It's still a good song, but it just was not as memorable as the others for me.
Agreed, 100% agreed. I got good chorus. The vocals do stand out in this song. Chino is really bringing it on this song. But overall, I do feel like it was a bit of a letdown,
Yeah.
a bit of a miss for me. But with that being said, we go over to track number 9, which is Engine number 9, coming in at 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Willie, what you think?
Man, this is another upbeat, energetic song. This one again would be another one I would go back and listen to. I really enjoyed this song, bro.
Have you heard the song before listening to this album?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Interesting, interesting. Because I will tell you that off of this record, Bored and Engine Number 9 are the two most recognizable songs on this
Oh, okay.
record. 7 Words would be right behind it, but I think a
Hmm.
lot of people would instantly, obviously, they would instantly recognize Bored because it was a video. But Engine Number 9 would come in a close second, if not a 1A, 1B on this record.
Okay.
Engine Number 9, for me, another star next to it. It's a contender for Song of the Album for me.
Yeah.
I love this goddamn song, dude. This song is
Yes.
so fucking fun. That riff is so fucking badass, dude. It is so fun to
Hmm.
listen to, bro. I can only imagine how much fun it would be to play. I do believe that this song is still in rotation on Deftones' set list, if I'm not mistaken. If
Oh,
it's not,
nice.
it's one of those songs where they take it in and out, in and out. But it is one of their most popular songs, and I still, after all these years, bro, love this fucking track.
Yeah, man, it's a banger, and it's a 3 minute song, and it felt like it was a minute because it was so good. It just went by
Yep.
like that. It was so good,
Yep.
man.
3 minutes and 25 seconds, I think, is a perfect time for this song too, because it gave you
Yes.
enough and it wanted you, leaving you wanting more. You know what I mean? So definitely fucking A plus on that one.
Hell yeah.
Track number 10, 6 minutes and 35 seconds, the longest track on the album. We have For Real. What'd you think?
So this one slows down a lot. This is definitely the slower song on the album. A
Hmm.
longer song too. Definitely, you can definitely get a Deftones vibe for the song, and it kind of shows the direction that they were going to go with the more drawn out songs. For me, this one was kind of a miss. It wasn't my favorite, but it was okay.
Yep, I agree with you too. It was blah at the beginning. It wasn't until you get towards the middle of the song when that riffs really kick in and it's got like a
Yeah,
different energy to it. So it's almost like two different songs
yeah,
put into one, which I think is why it's 6 minutes and 35 seconds.
yeah,
Definitely too long of a song. They could have done without the first half of the song and just kicked it off with the beginning or the middle of the song.
yep,
So for that reason, it's a miss for me too. Kind of was expecting a little bit more from towards the end of this album, but going into
yep.
track number 11, which is the closer, we have Fist at 3 minutes and 35 seconds. What'd you think?
Another slow one. I don't think it was the best to end this album. I think it had a good melody to it, but it really wasn't much of anything. And I think this song should have been left out of the album or put in the middle somewhere, but not for a closer.
I agree 100% with you. This song sucked. It was a very weak closer.
Yeah.
Other songs should have been the closer to this record. But yeah, this one fucking uh-uh. This one was a miss for me. And this track, as a matter of fact, a specific track, going back to that producer Ross Robinson that we were talking about that did Korn's first album, he had a hand in producing this track as well.
Mm.
But this one was definitely a miss. I think both bands, Korn and Deftones, came out swinging at the beginning, but
Yeah.
both dropped the ball at the end of the albums.
Yeah. I agree. I think Deftones had more songs towards the end of the albums for me than Korn did, but Just a closer, man. I wish the closer could have been fucking nosebleed, like
Yeah.
like close it out strong. But yeah,
Yep. I agree. It was definitely a miss for sure. Both bands, though, debut albums were fucking, overall they left their mark and they did what they intended to do, and it was to bring a new genre into the world. What was your favorite track on this record, Willie?
dude, this was a really, really, really hard one to fucking pick, man.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Um, it's tied between Bored and Root. And I think I might have to go with fucking Root, bro.
Okay, okay, very
Yeah,
interesting. Nothing wrong with that too, because again, that's a star next to it that I put as
yeah,
well. For me, I probably have to go, and I know I'm gonna get shit on for this because it's like one of their most popular tracks, but I gotta go with Engine Number Nine. It's just so much fun for me to listen to this song,
yeah.
dude. Like I bob my head to the other songs, but this one I'm like, I'm fucking in it. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go. I love this song. But Root, I would have picked Root too, and I could have picked Bored. I could have picked a lot of these,
Yeah,
but I'll
man.
just go with Engine Number Nine for the sake of going with something a little bit different. What was your least favorite?
Has to be the closing track, bro. Number 11, Fist. It was just there's nothing to this song at all.
Agreed. Yep. I think Fist is my least favorite too. It's either that or track 10 would have been as well. The only thing that saved track 10 was the middle part of the song when the actual song kicked in and the
Yep.
different riff came in. It's the only thing that saved it from not being my least favorite. But with that being said, Willie, who wins? Who had the better debut album, Korn or Deftones?
Oh man, I think this is a clear cut answer, without a shadow of a doubt for me. Deftones fucking stole the show for me.
I would agree with you. I think Deftones had the better debut album as well. They definitely they took what Korn was doing a year prior and they
Yep.
made it their own, and they really made it their own. And that's the great thing about Korn and Deftones that a lot of the other bands in the new metal genre don't have is they have their own distinct sound. You know who
Yes.
Korn is, you know who Deftones is. You know what I mean? There's
Yes.
no mistake in the two bands, and there's no mistake in these bands for another fucking band. Whereas some of
Absolutely.
the bands within the genre are like, yeah, I'm not quite sure who is it.
Mm-hmm.
These two bands, you know exactly who the fuck they are
You
right
do.
off the bat. Who had the better cover album?
Well, that one I have to give with.
Album cover. What the fuck?
So this one I have to give to Korn. I don't. I think Deftones' cover was pretty fucking weak, but Korn's cover, man, it's pretty iconic, and it's creepy. It fits what the fuck the album is, because the album is a traumatic album. If this is like your favorite album, you have trauma and you got to go fix it. But yeah, I think the Korn cover art is my favorite.
I agree as well. Listening to Korn's debut album is almost like listening to a horror movie being
Yeah.
played out, in your ears. And I think the cover really says it all too. Imagine this cover coming out in 2026.
Right.
How much shit these guys would get for it. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And I love that. I love when you push the envelope just enough to get
Mm-hmm.
people talking. You're not doing anything illegal. You're not doing anything fucked up, but you're towing that line. You're pushing that envelope just a little bit.
Yep.
And I respect the fuck out of that, dude. I love people who aren't afraid to fucking take risks. You know what I mean? And like, shock some people, and that's something I think what this album did and continues to do.
Yep.
And I think if you were to show this album to, some of the newbies nowadays who are maybe in their, early, teens to late teens, they would look at it and be like, what the fuck is that cover? I love that. Let's get them
Yeah.
talking. You know what I mean? Let's get people talking.
Hell yeah,
I
man.
respect that. So, Willie, did you have fun listening to these two albums?
I did, man. I was pleasantly surprised by how much I love the Deftones debut album. I was not expecting to go in it and be blown the fuck away and come out of it that I want to go listen to the rest of their shit now because of that album. So I'm
Fuck
really,
yeah.
really, really excited to go through a Deftones series of my own.
Fuck yeah, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised on a lot of shit they did, dude. You really fucking are. I
Yeah,
think
man.
Deftones, in my opinion, are very underrated. They do get talked about, but I don't think nearly enough. To be honest with you, they put out a lot of really good shit, dude. So you're in for a treat
Hell
coming up
yeah.
later on down the road. And that leads me to my next question. We did it with Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin. Are you up to do battle of the second albums between Korn and Deftones?
Dude, I'm fucking down, bro.
Let's do it. We got fucking
I'm down.
dude, I am so excited and so happy that you fucking said that, dude, because we had so much fun doing that with Zeppelin and fucking Black Sabbath.
Yep.
So How about next episode that we do, folks, right here on this channel? How about we do Korn's Life is Peachy versus Deftones Around the Fur? Both albums came out same time that these two did, 1 year apart. Same thing for Korn and Deftones' second album. I think that would be a banger of a fucking episode. I want to know from you guys down below in the comments what you think of this episode. Did you agree with our takes? Disagree? Why on either or? And are you looking forward to the next episode when we do Korn and Deftones Part 2? Let us know in the comments below. Willie, anything more you want to say before we close it out?
No, man, I just want to appreciate you all checking out this episode, and please go back in the archives and check out the rest because we already put out so much good stuff, and I don't want you all to miss that. And please, if you want any future albums, songs, whoever, whatever it is, please let us know what you want us to talk about. We would much appreciate that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. Couldn't have said it better myself, ladies and gentlemen out there in Metal Land. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, and until next time, stay fucking heavy.
Peace out.